Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And LaCresha.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing a little catch up. We're reviewing the first two episodes of Drag Race France All Stars. But before we get into it, I want to remind everyone to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. We have a goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we need to reach that as soon as possible. So, France finally got an All Stars. Not a versus the world, which I think that would have been cute, getting French speakers from all over the world to come in. But apparently they are good enough for their own All Stars, and I must agree. So with these first two episodes, what are you thinking of these returning queens?
I'm glad they got some of my favorites in there.
Yes. And I'm glad one of my favorites is doing good. My other one's not so much, but that's okay.
Right.
Huh?
I need my other favorite. Look.
Listen, I've stayed away from spoilers, so I haven't seen episode 3 yet, but I know it's Snatch Game, and I'm like, ooh,
Right.
ooh. My sis don't do good with improv, but that's okay. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I'll probably watch it tonight and see what the tea is, because I've been doing good with avoiding spoilers for France and Brazil. But now that I'm watching, I'm noticing more and more stuff, so I need to finish watching before everything is spoiled. Alright. So since we got 2 episodes to review, we're gonna go through this relatively quickly. We're gonna, we got 50 looks to go over.
That just gave me a headache.
Because France decided to do a ball in episode 2. But we're going to go through, we're going to have a good time. We're just going to get to the meat and potatoes of these episodes. And then same for next week, because we'll be doing episode 3 and 4. But let's go ahead and get into this gig, honey. Alright, Drag Race France All Stars. So the first queen to enter the room from season 1, we have La Big Bertha. What did you think of La Big Bertha's look and your score?
I actually really like this. It's really whimsical. I give this an A.
I like this. I agree with you. I just wish the hair was bigger. Bigger, closer to God and whatnot. So I'm going to give this an A-, but this was a really good look from Big Bertha. Up next from season 3, we have Misty Phoenix. I thought this was cute. I just wished her illusion matched more with her body, her skin tone. But other than that, I thought this was real cute. This gets a B+ for me.
A. I give it a C. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly.
Gotcha. Up next from season 2, Mami Wata. Oh, I'm so happy she's back. What did you think of Mami Wata?
This was cute, especially since it was like a play on something she did in her season. She was like, "Look, I have clothes on."
Baby, and she's wearing them this season. I'm like, oh, baby. She said, y'all not finna drag me this go around.
Everybody was complaining I never wore clothes. I'm clothes now.
I got them now, honey. But what's your score for Mommy?
This gets an A from me. I love this.
I thought this was really cute. Love the callback. This gets an A- for me. Up next from season 1, we have Camille. Gorgeous. A+. I love it.
Yeah, I agree with your A+.
I love how you were looking at it like this, like,
I had to think about it because I just told you, like, I was half asleep watching it. My body is in recovery mode, and then I took like a muscle relaxer Friday night, and so I'm still trying to like wear that off.
Oh yeah, they last for a while, honey.
So I'm like, okay, wake up.
Up
Um,
next from season 2, we have Punani. What did you think of Punani?
oh, this was nice. I give this a B plus.
I thought this was real cute. Real cute. It gets a B plus from me as well. And then also from season 2, Peaches back. I thought this was really cute. A little bulky on her. But I will give this a B minus.
I think what sold it for me was like the rat, even though it's supposed to be a wolf. It looks more like a rat. I like the rat, so for me, it gets a C plus.
I thought you was going to give it a score higher than the way you were talking. Oh. And for the first time in Drag Race history, 2 bearded queens are on the same season.
Say.
Which we still haven't had an American bearded queen yet. What's going on here? Let's get that going, please. Like, we needed that yesterday. Okay? Up next, the season 1 Miss Congeniality. Was it season 1? Yeah, season 1. Elips. This is stunning. I love how one of the queens in the background went, brown cow. Stunning! I'm like, come on, Mo Hart, you made it to France. But yeah, I thought this was stunning. Just, talking ahead, some of the looks Elips has brought, I'm like, oh, she's not playing with us. Okay. This gets an A+. Loved it. What did you think?
I agree with your A+. I did like that.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Up next from season 3 is Magnetica. What did you think of Magnetica?
This gets an A+ for me. Like, it was different. It was unique. They brought really great style, and their makeup was flawless. Just wasn't there.
Well, listen, we're gonna get there, but I think they, especially in the ball, I don't agree with Magnetica's placement. We'll talk about it, but I agree with your A+. This was stunning. Stunning. Up next, from season 1 of Drag Race France and season 1 of Global All Stars, it's Soa Demuse.
I'm so happy to see her. And I was sitting there and I was clocking the makeup, and I was like, look at Mother down.
Looks so good. This gets an A for me. I thought this was stunning. I love the hair. That color looks so good on her. A. Beautiful.
A+.
Oh, A+ up in here. Okay. Up next, we have Moon from season 2, Miss Congeniality. And what did you think of Moon?
That hair brought me back to 2009.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who remember the Millionaires, like, I was a big fan of them, still kind of am. But as soon as she walked out, all I heard was, I do what I want, middle finger in the air. Loved it. But anyway, what's going to get her?
So if the early 2010s was what she was going for, she gets an A+ for that.
Baby, this gets an A+ for me too. And this is another history-making moment, or herstory-making moment. Moon is the first queen to quit her original season and come back for All Stars. I was so sad to see Moon go, but now I'm glad she's back. I'm glad she's in a better space. I didn't get screenshots of her conversation that she had in the first episode, but we see you, Moon. We love you, and keep pushing through. So she was the Miss Congeniality, and all of the queens are in the workroom. The alarm goes off, and we get our first Nikki mail. So, I have all of these amazing queens lined up here. Whose entrance look was your favorite?
I'm gonna have to say Berta's.
Bertha's has a really good one. I have to give it to Magnetica. Beautiful. And those heels, my God, I would break my ankles.
Huh.
They would be gone. There'll be no more ankles.
No more ankles.
No more ankles. So Nikki enters the workroom and welcomes the queens to Drag Race France All Stars.
And they're back blonde.
And she revealed that for the first time ever, the winner receive a cash tip of 30,000 euros. About damn time. I just know if I was Paloma, Kiona, or La Phillip, I'll be so mad. What do you mean they get 30K? And I just got a crown. And don't get me wrong, the crown is pretty, but I need some chingle. So I'm hoping...
Right, like, I can't do nothing with that.
Yeah, so hopefully if there's a season 4, which I think there's really going to be a season 4 next year, hopefully the money carries on to that too. Shoot. So, it is now time for the mini challenge, which is the reading. Because reading is what?
Fundamental.
Now in French?
I don't know what it is in French. But
I just love how Nikki did that. She was like, okay, now in French. But I got a few screenshots of some of my favorites. Mami Wata, Magnetica, Punani. Baby, when she pulled out this photo of Mami Wata at SpongeBob, I almost fell off my couch. I was cackling. Which overall, I thought this was a pretty good reading challenge. I'm like, okay, good. We're starting to get back in that good reading challenge area. Because, you know, for a while there, the reading challenges were woo. Elite Sue did a great job as well. But Nikki announced that the winner was Magnetica, which I agree 10,000%. She had me hollering. But when she came from my girl Sola's English, I'm like, now wait a minute. She was understandable, okay? I understood her. Shoot. But after that, oh wait, she won a giant box of toothpicks. Let's not forget that. But for an All-Stars, we're starting off with a talent show. But with the twist. Not only must you do a talent, you must include a magical element. A magical element. I want to repeat that because some of these queens, I'm like, that's not a magical element. You did a reveal. I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna get into it here in a second. Nikki then announced that for this season, she will not be eliminating the queens. There will be a top 2. They will lip sync for their lives. Well, not for lives, for their legacies. And they get to choose one of the bottom queens to go home. So the OG All-Star rules are in effect here. So let's get to the main stage, okay? So we have all of our judges here, which I like how they got them lined up here. We got Daphne, who's back. Shine, who's new. Loic, who's also new. They both replaced Kitty, which I miss Kitty. But that's okay. And then we had our extra special guest judge. I believe his name was Thomas Joy. I think I got a screenshot of it. We'll get to it in a second. But up first, we have our hostess with the mostest, Nikki Doll. What did you think of Nikki Doll's look in your score?
She always won for Cinderella.
She loves a Cinderella reference.
Loves a Cinderella reference.
I do too. Especially a Brandy Cinderella reference. Oh, let me make one. A heartbeat. I'm like, here I am. Yes, I just wore this in red last week. I don't care.
Miss Vanjie.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm shocked you remember that. Look at you.
Look at me. But yeah, I think the blue. I like it. Love the outfit. Look, I could not take my eyes off this wig. I don't know if there was like a soft filter on this wig, if it was made out of like gossamer, tulle, twill, organza, something, that is the softest
Baby.
wig
If she
I
just had
have.
one of those faux fur, like little, what do you call them things? I forget what it's
I don't
called.
know.
But baby, she
A
would be
shawl.
sickening. A shawl, there we go, yeah. Baby, you wouldn't be able to
Yes.
tell her
Like
nothing.
that wig was just like, not to say RuPaul has crunchy wigs, because RuPaul does not have crunchy wigs,
They're just not in the right
but
spot.
they're just not in the right spot. But baby, this wig, look, I just wanted, I spent half the episode every time she popped up wanting to touch the fluffing wig. Because the wig just looks so dang soft.
But what's your score for Miss Nikki?
Um, that's an A+.
This gets an A for me. She looks amazing.
Yes.
So here's our
Yeah.
judging. Oh, did I not get a screenshot of the judging panel? I don't think I did. I thought I did. I must have deleted it. It's time for the talent show. Let's get into it. So up first we have Peach, who did us a little moment here on the piano, was singing a little something for us. And then here's her magical element. She did a reveal and then ran through this picture of her. But then she got back to the performance and was cutting up. I'm like, okay. Your magical element didn't really give magic to me. But you did eat up the stage.
Yes.
I will say that. So we move on to Punani, and it really irritated me that they did not translate
Anything anybody said or sang.
no, there was no subtitles here for me. Because I watched the original version. And
There were nothing for the dubbed version either.
the dub version didn't have it. It seemed funny.
No, the dub, when it came to people's songs, they had lyrics up, but the lyrics were in French.
Mm-hmm.
And like you wanted to sing along in sing along fashion. As far as it were for their routines, for anything that was spoken, no, there were no subtitles.
Yeah, so it seemed like it was funny. Like, just the way listening to the track, I'm like, I bet this would be really funny if I knew what she was saying.
Right.
And it seemed like it was funny because Nikki and them were having a good time. So I feel like I can't judge this one fully because I don't know what was going on.
Because that was my thought process. I was like, how are we going to judge this? Like, I can't understand it. I sincerely doubt he can understand it.
But we did get our magic trick, opened up the wallet, and it was on fire. Real cute.
Yes. Real cute, real quick.
I was confused by the parachute. I'm like, what's again? If I would have heard the song, like if I knew the translation, I'd probably be like, oh, okay, I get why we got a parachute now.
Well, when they were judging, they were like, I don't understand what's going on here.
Yeah.
Like, why? Anybody? What's this parachute about? Are we flying? What?
So let's move to Ellipse. And
Yes.
oh my! Right off the jump, we see our magic trick. I'm like, okay, love that. And this performance was so beautiful to me. I did not know what the song was, but just from her performance, I just felt how powerful it was. I thought this was a really good job. I thought she did a really good job. And then we have LaBig. Oh, you got something to say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nope. I forgot what we were doing for a second.
Up next, we have LaBig Bertha singing had live instruments. The talent was great. I was thoroughly entertained. I didn't agree with the judge's comment about everybody else just being so big and loud. Her doing this just like slowed the tempo down or whatever they were saying. I'm like, I thought that's why it stood out to me.
Right.
Now, do I still agree with her placement?
Every once in a while, you need a quiet part. You know, just like in every drag routine, at some point in time, you need a ballad. You got your powerhouses, and then eventually you need a ballad.
Give me the ballad. Ooh, give me the right ballad, too? Oh, y'all finna be sick of me. Anyway, now I still agree with her placement in this episode because of her magic trick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she opened up an umbrella and did a reveal. It didn't give what needed to be gave for me. But
right,
the performance part was fun. So up next is Magnetica, and I feel like the quote unquote magic parts of it, because you know she pulled the string up, she pulled the handkerchiefs out her titty, cool. But then when she went to go do the other magic part of standing behind the curtain, it took the illusion away that you can see the person behind her. Because it's supposed to be, oh, how did you do that by yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It took away from the illusion seeing the person behind her doing all the tricks. At least that's how I looked at it.
Yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I felt about it because I was just like,
yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Yeah, right.
Up next, we have Camu, who gave us a little burlesque. Which I thought, baby, them legs, when she was kicking them side to side, I'm like, all right, ma'am. Okay. You better kick. You better kick, okay?
Bosco's ruined burlesque for me.
And then Camu's magic element came at the end when she, of course, did the long string that several of them did. But this time there was an egg at the end. And inside the egg was a little baby. A little baby.
A little baby flamingo.
With a little flamingo. So cute. Then we have Moon. I'm guessing the magic part of this was her coming out and having her face on the back of her head. Yes. And then turning around. I was very confused. Yes. Very confused. But it was nice to see Moon perform. We didn't get a chance to see Moon perform on her season, so that was nice.
That was nice.
It was lacking the magic element for me. Up next, the star of the show, Mami Wata. That is how you do it, honey. This was one of the ones that did have subtitles for me, so thank the Lord. But when I tell you, this was so funny. Revealing the dress, saying she got it from Daphne, that tickled me. Her trying to change the color of the hat, but the magic of her wig being snatched off was so good. She went up to Nikki Doll, had her pick a card, and when she picked the right one, she just freaked out. I was like, this is everything. This is so good. And then at the end, when she said she was going to disappear through the dust in the air,
it ran out.
Oh, when I tell you, she had me hollering. I'm like, all right, mommy, this is what I need to see this season, okay? This is what I need to see. So, up next we have Soa Demuse, who was given a good, a little slam poetry moment. Again, they didn't translate this, which kind of irritated me.
Facts.
But I was so... Oh, yeah, the magic is the little red thing she... into her shirt, then she pulled it back out. But I was getting a little uncomfortable how close they were getting to my sis' face.
Huh.
I'm like, maybe if I knew what she was saying, it would make more sense for them being this close.
Right.
But I thought this was a really good performance overall. And then she pulled out the little piece out of her heart, huh?
I said I love how much we can see like Queen Kong's influence all over her face, though.
Yes. Yes. So up next we have Misty Phoenix giving us a performance. I wouldn't say it was burlesque. It had burlesque elements, but I wouldn't say completely burlesque. But she performed.
It's trying to be burlesque.
Yeah. But this is what took it for me. She did an actual magic trick. Baby, when she pulled up that big ass curtain, I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Right?
I thought it was going to be like another change. I'm like, okay, cool, you did a change. But no, the winner of season 3, LaPhillip, popped out. When I tell you I was gooped, I'm like, LaPhillip, what are you doing here? This was so cute. So cute. I loved every second of this. So much fun. So, for the category, we have gold. I'm sold. Up first, we have Kim Yu. What did you think of Kim Yu in your score?
Yeah. This was cute. It gets an A for me.
I thought this was real cute. Little sailor girl action here. I give this a B+. Real cute. Love those thigh highs. Ah! I love them. Up next is Peach. This was okay. This gets a B for me.
It's a C for me.
Ooh.
I like how it looks like a Grammy, her hair, but that was like the only part I really liked about this outfit. Was the wig.
Up next is Misty Phoenix. I thought this was real cute. Oh wait, you're first. You go first. I'm sorry. Trying to rush through it. I'm like, oh wait, nope, we're going out of order.
Doesn't matter. Okay. This is really simple. It kind of gets a B+ for me.
I agree with your B+. I wish the top half had a little bit more going on. And it looks like the top is like sagging. So I'm like, can we adjust that or fix it? But other than that, really cute. Up next is Magnetica. This is gorgeous. So cute. This gets an A for me.
I agree with your A. Like, I like how indigenous it looks. As long as they weren't, like, doing negative things with it.
Up next, we have Ellipse. What did you think of Ellipse?
This gets a C from me. I don't like the stripes.
I love this so much. This gets an A+
We are
for
allowed
me.
to disagree.
Yes, you're okay. It is your right to have your wrong opinion, okay? So, A+. Up next, we have Punani. This is the one that I didn't care for. So this gets a C for me.
I agree. I don't like it. Would be one thing if it was just like the top's bubble skirt. I don't like double bubble skirts.
And I think that's what got me too. But I did like the trick where she poured the gold in her mouth, and I thought that was really cool. Up next is Soa Demuse.
Let me continue that.
Up next is Soa Demuse. What did you think of Soa?
This gets an A+ for me. Like, I loved it. I loved it a lot.
It's beautiful.
Slightly powerful.
It gets an A for me, and it was a reference from a look she did on Global All Stars, which I noticed she's referencing a lot of her previous looks. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but let's don't overdo it.
Completely.
Up next is Moon. Stunning. A+. I love every piece of this. I love it. This was it. Okay. What did you think?
I got the reference. I like the reference. It gets an A for me.
Mami Wata is up next. What did you think of Mami and her Wata?
I thought it was really cute. She's like, "Yay, I get to have my princess moment." And I'm like, "Yay, you get to have your princess moment with clothes on." But then, like, in the back of my mind, also, I was like, I hope this isn't going to be your shtick the whole time. Like, if this is the new you, great. But if we're. Don't do that. Those are contagious. But, she looks like an emoji. Like, by the head. But other than that, this gets an A from me.
I agree with the A. Hello? Okay, there we go. I agree with the A. She looks stunning here. I love this dress. Up next is the Big Bertha. It's a no for me, though.
Okay, I'm gonna agree because I didn't understand what it was supposed to be. They liked it. It's the sun.
So, out of all these queens here, who had your favorite look this week?
That's kind of tough because there's like two of them I really, really like, and I'm just gonna go with Soa because.
And mine is right next to Soa Moon. Oh, so we find out that in the top we have Camu, Misty Phoenix, and Mami Wata. In the bottom we have La Big Bertha, Punani, and Magnetica. Do you agree with the top and bottom placements?
I don't know about La Big Bertha. Just because I'm like, she sang a song, and yeah, it was kind of sad. But you guys chose the order. It could have been either at the beginning and a build up, or at the end and just a wind down. But you chose to slap it right smack dab in the middle.
For me, I agree with La Big Bertha being there because the magic element of it just didn't click for me.
Right.
And then I would have loved to seen Peach in the top as well. But I understand why she's not there because her runway was not up to par.
Right.
But I would have loved to see her there. So we find out that the top two All-Stars of the week are Misty Phoenix and Mami Wata, giving them both their first win, if I'm not mistaken. So, love that. Do you agree with these being the top two All-Stars of the week?
Yes.
I do too, especially with Misty pulling off the actual magic trick. I'm like, oh yeah, you were in the top for that. Unless you like epically bomb your runway, which she didn't, you're in the top. But we find out that our bottom two is Magnetica and La Big Bertha. So they go back to the workroom. They're doing, oh, don't pick me, pick her, blah, blah, blah. And now our top two has to pick their lipstick. Lipsticks? So,
it's lipstick.
If you were in this situation, would you have chosen Magnetica or La Big Bertha's lipstick?
I probably would have picked Bertha's. I'm not even gonna lie.
I would have chose Bertha as well for multiple reasons because it's week one, so you can get away with like making a strategic move, and I know La Big Bertha will do great in future challenges. So get her out now, and I could just be like, oh well, I just thought her talent was the worst of the week. Especially when you're doing a talent show, it's like, well, I just thought she did the worst. Because it's subjective. So yeah, I would have chose Bertha as well. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna shut that right up in here. So after the queens make their selections, we're back on the main stage, and it's time for them to have a lip sync legendaire. This week's lip sync song is "I'm Good" by David Guetta and BB Rexha. When this started playing, I almost fell off my couch. I'm like, great song choice. Great song choice. And great first lip sync.
Oh, yeah.
Both Misty and Mommy brought it. I'm like, oh, I don't know who this is going to go to. Because they were just both powerhouses in this lip sync. What did you think of this lip sync to I'm Good?
Oh, it was good. Like, I was just like, oh, okay. I honestly didn't know who it was going to go to.
Yeah. For me, I think I would have chose Mommy, but just by the hair on the chinny chin chin. Just by the slightest hair. Because Misty was going at it too. Honestly, I'd have been like, hell, let's give it to them both. But I'm like, nah. What if they chose two different people? Honestly, they really could have gave it to both of them this episode. Honestly. And do the whole, like, oh my God, two people going home. And then Nikki doing what she did. That would have been so good. Oh, that would have been good. That's what I would have did. Give them to them both. Make them think two queens finna go home. Be like, wait, Candy, wait. So, after the lip sync, Nikki chose Mommy Wata as the winner. And she won 2,500 euros, which is more than all three of the winners combined. And she gets the first Nikki badge.
Yes.
So the queens are on the stage, and Mommy Wata chose La Big Bertha. And as she was walking away, Nikki's like, Bertha, I'm not ready for you to go. I want all my all-stars here. And I felt, listen, when Bertha turned around and put her hand on there, I felt her. Because I'm like, quit playing with me, lady. You made me walk all the way down here. Could you imagine if it was both of them? Because we know who Misty picked. Can you imagine both of them just walking away? And then Nikki's like, wait. Oh, goodness. But yeah, Lil Big Bertha gets to stay. They get to dance the night away. And we're going back into the workroom. The queens get back at the table. And they congratulate Bertha for not getting eliminated.
Right.
And then Mommy Wata tried to play it off like, oh, I knew nobody was going to go home. I knew that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And we found out that Misty chose Magnetica. So, I'm just like I did with the UK. We're going to get a screenshot every episode because the winner of Drag Race France All-Stars will receive a cash tip of 13,000 euros. Jingle. Alright, so the queens enter the workroom the next day. They start chatting and they notice that all their portraits are on the wall, which I thought that was a cool little thing to do for this season. Because typically it's just the host that's on the wall. So to see the queens, I thought that was real cute. Looks like it was done with AI, but we'll be quiet for right now. So Mommy Wata shows off her first Nikki badge. Mayla Bertha put it on. I'm like, why are you making Big Bertha put this on? You. I'm like, okay. So the alarm goes off. We get our Nikki mail. She comes in and announces that they have 5 minutes to get into Quick Drag for the mini challenge. I'm like, 5? You couldn't give them at least 10, 15, you know. Especially if you're going to have the other queen there looking so beautiful. And then you have these queens over here looking a hot mess. So they had their 5 minutes. They get in drag. And for this mini challenge, they're going to be doing a little battling on this here, what they call this thing, a beam. They call it something else.
A balance beam.
A balance beam. That's the word I was looking for. They would be battling 1 versus 1 against the winner of the first season of Drag Race France, Paloma. It was good to see Paloma. But I thought it was weird that they all had to fight her. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought it was going to be, in this case, Paloma won. So it will go to the next queen. It'll be like, oh, if Paloma lost, then the next queen will come up. But no, they were doing a little point system. So we got to see all the queens go up against Paloma, which Paloma was tearing them up.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Paloma, all right. All right. But yeah, I thought this mini challenge was really fun, really cute. But the final battle was Paloma and Nikki Doll. And if Nikki won, the All-Stars would get 10 points. And I love how she just sacrificed herself. She's like, nope, I'm going down. Couldn't have been me. Unless they told her to do that. But if she did that on her own, we finna go, Nikki, because these queens are getting 30,000 euros and I didn't get nothing. Oh, come on. We finna bat. We finna tussle up here, okay? And I love how they gave her own little confessional right there. I'm like, oh, that's cute. They're like, hey, run in here real quick. But yeah, they decided that the winner of the mini challenge is Punani. So she announces that for this week's maxi challenge, we're having a Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
With the categories of XX Wings, Metro, Let's Go, which the translation irritates me because here it says Metro, but on the main stage it says Subway. But basically, it's a daytime. It is the same thing. But I'm like, translate the same way. You know what I'm saying? But basically, it's a daytime look that reveals into a nighttime look. And then the third look has to be created in the workroom. As a team, having their own fashion houses. Because it's fashion week, darling. And with Punani being the winner, she gets to be a team captain. And since Big Bertha was saved, she gets to be the other team captain.
Cool.
So at the end, they ended up with Punani, Camu, Ellipse, Peach, and Mami Wata on one team. And then on the other team, we had Moon, Magnetica, Misty Phoenix, La Big Bertha, and Soa the Muse. Look at me getting it down. Didn't even have to write that down.
Look at you.
So the fabrics come out and they go get it. They start making their clothes. I love how they get to do it as a team too, because like for me, I'm still in my early stages of sewing, so like it'll be nice to be paired with someone who is really good,
a little bit more experience.
Yeah, that can point me, like I can do it, just point me in the right direction to make sure I'm not doing it wrong. Or say if I had no experience at all, I'm like, okay, again, either let me be like your assistant and bring you stuff that you need, you know, help you shape things and yada yada. But the queens get to work.
Look at size inclusivity.
I know, right? They get to work, and now it's time to get to the main stage. Here is our judging panel right here. And then we have our hostess with the mostest, Nikki Doll. What did you think of Nikki's look this week?
It's giving very Cleopatra. She's got great legs.
She does have nice legs. She really does.
I'm not the biggest fan of the wig. I don't know. I'm like you right now. I think it should be bigger. It either needs to be bigger or it needs to be black. I still give it an A.
I agree. A. We need a bigger hair. I think that's just the Texan in me, and I think that's the Texas rubbing off on you.
Mm-hmm.
So here's our judging panel with our extra special guest judge. And the first category is wings. So for the first two categories, well, all three of these categories actually, we're just going to go through, give her a score, and pump through because we have 30 looks we got to get to. Up first is Peach. What did you think of Peach?
Let's see. Oh, this was cute. They were a horse. They were Pegasus. And then was the cartoon Pegasus. This gets a C because it was a little uncanny valley for me.
I love this. This gets an A+ for me. Up next is Mami Wata giving Victoria's Secret Angel And I give it an A plus.
I agree with your A plus.
Up next is La Big Bertha. What did you think of Bertha?
She was a chicken. This gets a B minus.
This gets an A minus for me. I thought this was really cute. Up next is Magnetica. I love this. A plus.
I don't know what dragonfly she's looking at, because that looked more like a dragon than a dragonfly wing. But I digress. I guess it was just the fact that they were doubled up, because dragonfly wings are doubled up. Mm-hmm. Other than that, I really did like this, so I'm gonna give it an A minus.
Excuse me. Up next is Punani. What did you think of Punani?
Ouch. This is a no for me, dog.
For me, it's a C. I feel like this look would have benefited with a little bit more padding. I'm not sure if she pads or not, but I feel like this look would have benefited more padding. So yeah, C for me. Up next, we have Misty Phoenix. I thought this was everything A+. It was hard to get a screenshot of this one, so I'm sorry it looks a little weird.
Yeah, because you see me getting close to the screen, I'm like, wait, what?
But yeah, it gets an A+ for me.
It gets an A from me.
Up next, we have Moon. What did you think of Moon?
Oh, this was adorable. I love this. This is an A+.
I agree. A+ down. A+ down. Up next is Soa de Muse. Doing another reference to a previous look. But I thought this was really cute. This gets a B+ for me.
I agree with your B+.
Up next is Cameo. What did you think of Cam?
Whoa. It's like Tinkerbell on crack. I actually kind of like this. This gets an A for me.
This gets an A+ for me. I love this. And the wings, which is the main part of it, that is stunning. Moving on to Elites. Elites gets a B+ for me. I wish there was more going on the lower half.
Is there like, okay. I was like, dang, are there wings? I think, yeah. I think this gets, I love the wings. Outside of the wings, it gets a C.
Got you. Moving on to the next category, Subway. Let's go. So at first we have La Big Bertha. This is her first look, which reveals into her second look. What did you think of these two looks?
She's supposed to be like a nurse or something?
Yeah, I was a little confused by the first look. I was. And I don't remember what she said, because she explained it. I just don't remember off the top of my head what she said.
So first look is confusing me, and I'm assuming after work she goes to work.
Yeah, after work she goes to work.
Yeah, work. Although, like, I want this lingerie.
In your score?
I love this lingerie. And the score for the lingerie is an A. For the outfit before it gets like a C. So it averages out like a B minus.
I'm finna say, for the combination of the looks, I would give this a B. Wait, let me look at my notes. Yeah, I gave this a C. We'll go with a C. Up next, we have Misty Phoenix. She goes from this businesswoman to this lovely dominatrix-esque look. I thought this was stunning. I give this a B+. Again, I wish there was a little bit more going on the bottom half.
I wish it was a thigh high.
Yeah, I think that would have helped here too. You know me, I love a good thaha.
Stereotypically, most dominatrix that I see,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, have thigh highs.
Got you. So what's your score for Misty?
She's missing the thigh high. She gets a C.
For me, wait, I already told you what I gave her. Never mind. Moving on.
And the funny thing is she looks like not Samantha. What was the redhead's name from Sex and the City?
I never seen Sex in the City.
Man, it used to have some really good episodes. Although apparently, like
Now it is on my list to watch. I'm gonna watch that and go straight into And Just Like That.
Yeah, but look, well, episode 9.
Oh wait, I gotta watch the movies
like
too.
that.
I forget. There's like 2 movies. I'll have to watch that
Yeah.
after the shows as well.
So you gotta watch all 6 seasons of Sex and the City. Then you gotta watch the 2 movies, and then you can watch And Just Like That. And then in season 3, episode 9, apparently is like the big penultimate episode where we get rid of a character that was redeemable 20 some odd years ago and is no longer redeemable now. What the F?
Okay. Okay. So let's move onwards to Magnetica.
What?
Her first look just didn't give daytime to me.
Look, because I'm sitting here, I'm clicking back and forth between pictures because I was like, where was the daytime look?
Like, this second look is amazing. Like, I love this. Like, really good. But this gets like a C for me because I really like the second look, but the first one was not the prompt.
No, it was not.
So what is your score for Magnetica?
Oh, I'm going to give it a D.
Understandable. Moving on to Moon, giving us a little Rocky Horror and then giving us a little Grease. 2 of my favorite movies right there, okay? So what did you think of Moon's looks?
The daytime look was really bulky, but seeing the nighttime look, it's understandable why it was bulky. But at the same time, like, Jade Essence Hall had 4 looks and one and didn't look that bulky. So, this gets a B-.
I think I'm a little biased because the references, and I'm fully going to accept that. Especially the second one, I'm kind of mad she was the first to do it because I'm like, oh, that'll be fun to reference Rizzo's look from the dance. Like, I haven't seen nobody do that on the show yet. So to see her pull it out, lovely. I give it an A-. I do. Up next is So Demuse. I really didn't care for the first look.
No, especially since it looked bulky on her.
But love the second look. So I'm going to give this a B-.
I agree with your B-.
Moving on to Camu, giving us Barbie doll going to work, and then Barbie doll going to a party. What did you think of Camu?
It's a cute little A-.
A cute little A-. Same. A cute one. Like, Cam has come through with these looks, okay? And then we have Mami Wata, who revealed that she actually went to law school. I'm like, okay, Mommy. Period.
Okay. Hey.
Again, did not care for the first look, but this second look is stunning.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Out where they walk, let's not get tagged.
So for me, this gets a B+. What did you think of Mami Wata?
This gets an A-.
What did I give her? I gave her a B+. My brain went blank for a second. Punani! So we start off with this look here and revealed into this. What did you think? Because,
Huh?
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 Can that be a new score? Just huh? What is this supposed to be? I'm so confused, and I'm slightly delirious too. I'm sleepy. Like I did stay up till 2 a.m. I was watching the Beyonce concert on TikTok. Um, but yeah, makes I don't I don't know. I don't know. I like the second look. The second look can get a B from me.
With the collection of looks, this gets a D for me. I'm confused.
I said, can we make a new category and be like, huh?
So up next we have Elise coming out as the ice cream lady, and then revealing into this beautiful gown. Now, I'm not a big fan of the fabric choice for the second gown, but I still think it is well done. B plus.
Not a big fan of the color combos with 3 different hair colors. However, comma, I will give this a B minus.
Up next is Peach. When Peach came out on this bike, when I tell you I hollered. Oh my goodness. This was so good. And then revealing to this beautiful gown, I'm like, okay. This gets an A for me.
That gets an A from me too. Really, it was so good they overlooked the tennis shoes underneath the dress.
And then for the final category, this is the look that they made in the workroom. I do not know how to pronounce that. Maison de couture. Up first, we have House M, which is Magnetica. What did you think of Magnetica?
The makeup was good, but the outfit looked really lazy because it was just like, oh, here's fabric. I'm going to take a stripe, sew it up, make a pencil skirt, and then I'm going to take the rest of it and just drape it over the side of me and call it a top.
Mm-hmm.
So this gets a no for me, dog.
It gets a C for me. I thought it was cute. Up next is Misty Phoenix. Misty, I thought this was stunning. B plus.
I agree. B plus.
Up next is So Demuse. And out of all of her design challenges, this was her best one. But what is your score?
This gets an A for me.
Oh, really?
You didn't like it?
It's a nice little C.
I mean, it's extremely simple, but you got to think about who we're... Now, if somebody else made it, then yeah, it's like...
No. We got to... Across the board, we got to be fair. We can't be sick. Because it used to annoy me. They're like, oh, but for Alyssa, this is great. No, it's not. And I love me some Alyssa. I don't want people to think I don't love me some Alyssa. But you can still say A. Like, if A is how you feel, A is how you feel.
I say A because it looked good on her.
Yeah, it looked good on her. I'm going to give it a C. Up next is Moon. Giving us a little reveal, honey. For Moon, I give this a C minus.
Why does this feel like we had an idea, we ran out of fabric, so we decided to go this route?
Yeah, I feel like this isn't the full concept of what Moon wanted. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I'm feeling from it. So what's your score?
A C for me.
Yeah. Up next is La Big Bertha. What did you think of La Big Bertha?
I think somebody else should wear that outfit. It gets a C for me.
It gets a D for me. It
It's an O
does.
for me, dog.
So now it's now time for the house like a Monday.
Like a Monday.
Up first
What a
is
name.
I know, right? Up first is Elites. I didn't like this. I was very confused on why the judges were raving over this. I was like, are we looking at the same garment? This gets a D for me. I do like she made pants, and that's the only reason it's not a no for me, dog, because I know how hard it is to make pants. As someone who's trying to make them myself, I know how hard it is. So, I'm going to give her a D for the pants. So, what's your score?
I think I'm gonna give it a C.
Up next, we have Mommy Wata. What did you give Mommy?
You know, honestly, the wig saved this outfit for me.
I do like the wig.
Love the wig. Love the wig down. This gets a D for me.
This gets a B minus for me. It is really
Okay.
simple. This is another look I feel like would have benefited from some padding. But yes, nice job. Up next is Peach. Peach gets a B plus for me. I wish she would have made this into like a gown. I like the concept of this, but if this would have been like a full gown, I think that would have ate. But she gets a B plus. What did you think of Peach?
This gets a C minus.
All right. Up next, we have Punani. What did you think of Punani?
For some weird reason, I actually kind of like this. I really liked this. Like for real. This gets an A for me.
Baby, this gets an A plus for me. She ate this. Oh my god. Honestly, if her other looks were better, she could have been in the top 2 this week. But damn, this was good. Oh, this was good. I love it so much. And then we have Camille. Let me see, Cam. Okay, she gets a lovely A for me. This was stunning. What did you think of Camille?
Oh, you moved on because it like froze for a minute.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say we're on Camille right now. What did you think, honey?
This was cute. They were like, "Oh, the bride. This looks like we had leftover pieces, and this is what we made." But that wig was stunning. I love the wig. Dag nabbit. The wigs can't be a separate category. It's a D.
Oh. Well, you missed mine because I went first, but I will repeat it for you. I thought this was an A. I thought this was stunning. I was with the judges. I loved every second of this. Loved every second of this. I did. So, we have our 2 teams here. Which team do you think did better?
Ironically enough, it would be like a Monday just because they had cohesive looks, but there were levels to their looks. Whereas, like, House M was just kind of like one note. They were like, oh, here's this fabric, and we're just going to use all of this one fabric. And not really, we're going to make different outfits out of it, but it's just going to be this one fabric. Whereas there was like a color story to Like a Monday.
I agree.
So I
Like
really
a Monday
Like a Monday.
is the superior house. And I love how Nikki even said in the workroom, I didn't mention it, but she was like, you're being judged as teams. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. Judge them as teams. So Nikki did announce that Like a Monday was the better team. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, oh snap, I almost forgot to ask, who had your favorite look this week? Because I know mine.
I don't know, man.
I'm finna say, you could do just the final look, but which one of these final looks is your favorite?
Because, in all honesty, I'm slightly delirious and I can't remember anybody's name they look like right now. Who is this in this picture with the little hat? No, I don't want the pants. I want the
Punani?
bodysuit. I want the bodysuit from Like a Monday.
Oh yeah, Punani. Mm-hmm. I agree wholeheartedly. I'm like, damn it, Punani. So, we find out that they Like a Monday was the better team, but she still pulled out the 3 best, and then she pulled out the 3 worst from House M. From House M, we have Soa the Muse, Moon, and Magnetica. Do you agree with these being the bottom 3? Excuse me.
I don't know if I would have put Soa down there.
Oh, I would have. I would have had Big Bertha in the bottom. She would have been among them 3.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would have had Berta in the bottom.
I would have took Moon out of there and then put Berta there. And then in the top, I agree with these, except for Ellipse. Switch out Ellipse with oh, I never put who I thought should be up there with her. Hold on, I can look real quick. Mami Wata. Yeah, Mami Wata. Yeah, she could have had the high spot. Not Ellipse. Get Ellipse out of there. Her and her pants. But we found out that the top 2 this week was Ellipse and Kim Yu. Now, if it was my going, it would have been Kim Yu and Peach. I thought Peach's collection of looks was amazing here. But yeah, some reason Ellipse in the top. So on the bottom, we have Magnetica and Soa the Muse. To be honest with you, I would have had Soa and Bertha as the bottom 2, me personally.
Understandable.
I feel like they did my girl dirty, but then again, knowing next week is Snatch Game, I don't think she would have made it past that episode, even if it was just one episode more. But they did my girl dirty here, okay? So they're in the workroom, they're pleading for their cases. It is now time for the top 2 to pick their lipsticks. So, if you were in this situation, would you have chose Soa or Magnetica?
Magnetica.
Hands down. I'm not sending Soa home. I'm not. No. It could be an All-Stars 2. It could be an All-Stars 2 Roxy Andrews situation. I'm still not sending Soa home. I will drag her to the finale by her heels. You're like, come on, bitch, let's go. You can bottom your way all the way like Roxy did on All-Stars 2. That's fine. Let's go.
You can bomb your way to the top, running around.
But the queens come back to the main stage, and it's now time for the lip sync legendaire.
Bang.
Baby, when this song started playing, I'm like, oh, they got coins. First David Guetta, now this song that terrorized us for 2 years over here in that commercial. Granted, I love that commercial. But baby, this music started playing. I'm like, oh, a French song I know? Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Okay. And although Ellipse shouldn't have been in the top, in my opinion, I feel like she ate this lip sync. She ate it so much. Cam didn't embody the vibe of the song, as the kids say. She was too happy with her lip sync. She was like, I'm like, stop smiling. But yeah, Nikki Doll announced that Ellipse was the winner. I agree. Do you agree with Ellipse winning? That's so. So, after the lip sync, the queens come up, and it's time for Ellipse to make her decision. She also won 2,500 euros and a Nikki badge. So, the queens come up, and Ellipse chose You can't tell from the screenshot, but it is Magnetica. So that means she must sashay away. Our first eliminated All-Stars from France. She left her message. They danced the night away like they didn't just crush that girl's dreams. I love saying that, I do. And we find out next week is the Snatch Game, honey. Woo! So next week we'll be looking at episode 3 and episode 4, which I think comes out on Wednesday. I think they drop on Wednesdays. Wednesday morning, I think. I may be wrong. But we'll be covering episode 3 and 4 next week. So, anything else you want to add to the first 2 episodes of Drag Race France All-Stars?
Go Soa. We're rooting for you.
Now tell the children where they can find you on social media.
You can find me at LaCresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCIL on all.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, my mom. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see y'all soon. Bye.